g'day guys. So, I've got to go out and do a couple of things for my sister. Had to order in a new... Oh, I just knocked bloody PlayStation controller lock that I've been printing. I'm printing some out in blue for the website, and so now the weather's getting bloody nice out there. Really freaking nice. I can get back into doing the markets. So I'm printing up some stuff that people would actually buy at the markets, such as the PlayStation controller locks and stuff like that, as well as doing the key cutting, the RFID programming, and teaching people a little bit about lock security, or security stuff. But I had to order in a Ford key from my sister's partner, Tibble key. I can't cut these, but we needed one because the battery on his car went flat. It ended up freaking wiping the system so that his keys wouldn't work in there. And for them to be able to come and program it, they need 2 keys and stuff like that. He only has one. It was going to cost him over $150 to get 1 key done. For them to cut it and program it and all that stuff, but he just doesn't need a spare key. He just needs 2 for the Ford to actually reprogram it. So I ended up ordering a new one in for him with the immobilizer chip. So if it does need to be programmed, I can program it, which means we get to check out my immobilizer chip programmer, the mini ball that I bought. But as well as doing that and taking that out there, or around there, I have to finish off a key which I've started cutting for her, started getting organised, then we went into lockdown and I couldn't get around to finishing it. So now we're out of lockdown. So she's got a Peugeot and the bloody key was buggered. The insides were, all the case was smashed and the outside and everything. So I've taken all the internals out, taken the immobilizer chip out, and I've put it all across into a brand new one right here. So it's all in here. Let me just make sure I'm on. Yep, I'm on camera. So all the new internals. The only thing I couldn't get working is the button, because it's actually missing the top off the button for the unlock. The lock works, but not the unlock. As I said to her, you're going to unlock it with the key. This is only a spare key, but the new key I've cut, I've left all that out, doesn't have a channel down the side. Now the old key, and I'm just covering up the bitting, has a channel running down the side of the key that's actually been cut in, which I'm not sure if it's actually part of the security for the key or not. So I have a feeling it is. None of my milling blades on the laser cutter, which I use to cut the key, is small enough to cut this groove in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and check if that is actually a part of it and stuff. I'm going to mark it onto the new key, mark it all down, the measurements. I've got my calipers with me. I'm going to score it, and then while I'm there on site, I'm going to use the little battery-powered multi-tool, little Dremel that I bought, the Ozito one, which I've been using, and it actually works really well. I'm very happy with this, but thought it'd be interesting to see, if I can actually cut that channel down the side of the key and get it to work and everything nice and smooth. So I'm going to be doing that, and hopefully I'll get some video footage of it out in the field doing it. And we'll see how this bad boy actually goes at putting in that little groove down the side of the key. So we'll mark it all out while we're there, and we'll test it all and see how we go. But so a little bit of field work today for you. Something you don't really see me do all that much when it comes to the key cutting and stuff like that. So thought it'd be interesting. We'll get out there and have a go. So I'll see you all bloody soon when I'm working on the car. Alright, let's see if we can do this bloody key. Should be an alright angle, hopefully. And this key out. I got this one. It's actually going in, but it's not turning. It could be because of those channels. The other key has channels, see? It has channels in it, but that one doesn't. So I might just have to Dremel up as part of the security.
I can't see in there.
I think it's part of the... I think it is.
You can, you feel it straight away, the difference in it.
So what I'm going to have to do, I've got the other key, is mark it.
It's not locked either,
No, that's right. I'll mark it and I'll use the Dremel to cut it down because none of my blades in the machine are small enough to do. So I'll Dremel it and then I can actually just bloody test this out and get it to go. I reckon that's all it is. So then we'll be laughing. I need the other key and some bloody tools out. So I need to grab a permanent marker, digital calipers. So let's take calipers. I don't care about the actual distance I need. To a key to that. And then let's go this side first. That.
Is this the part you're saying? Like, you've got to get this cut still?
No, so that's a blank. That's...
Because you don't have the machine to them ones yet.
No, I don't cut. I can't cut these.
Yeah.
But it's all...
The inside.
That just needs to be programmed. Like, it should work for the...
So you just have to call the guy to come out to the car? And
yeah, and he should be able to do it. If that other key needs to be programmed, that blank, so if that one needs to be programmed to the same as this key, then I can do it with the machine.
Oh, alright then. So he says fine up from the dude, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see if skis I can get this done. It's cutting discs. Very carefully. Let me pause this because I've got a phone call. There's that Blaze calling me. So let's get this bloody show on the road, shall we? Because I don't want to be out in the sun all day because I've already been sunburned yesterday. Shit. going to use the Dremel to actually cut the channel. I can use the other bits, engraving bits, to make it slightly wider. But in order to cut the channel down this key, shouldn't be cutting out as in before. And then, oh come on, ow, that's hot. Let's take file.
That's on this. You're doing a video.
Yeah, I thought I'd get on video. That's...
Got a bit of security though. Two-sided key.
Yeah, being a slider as well. And this channel, this is the bit that weirded me out, because I'm like, looking at all my bits, I'm like, I don't have one thin enough. How the hell did they do that?
Oh, they don't have a machine to do that for sure.
I've got the machine that can cut these, but none of the bits are small enough. And I'm like, bloody hell, how'd they... I'm like, is that a part of the security or what? Because I've never seen...
It's strange. Because it doesn't actually need anything on the inside to start the car. It doesn't actually run like that.
No, that's what I mean. Like,
It's
just
not a computer chip like that, because the key doesn't charge, or you can use that other key that's got nothing on it. It's empty, it's a blank. But it's been cut to the car. See, the Falcon, you can't use another key like
yeah.
that.
Well, actually, you can use any key to lock them, but you can't use any key
Any
to
key to
unlock them.
start it, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because it's got an immobiliser chip.
It's actually a pretty good fucking...
Oh, yeah. Besides the fact I've actually got a thing at home that can actually just open up most Ford doors. It's like, it looks like a key, but it's got rubber on the end of it, and it picks it itself.
How deep is it? How deep does it have to be with the burn?
A little bit of it. Yeah, depth in this, so I'm just trying to get... Oh, wrong one. Yeah, it's a bit bloody hot, my knee. Woo!
Yeah, I couldn't do that shit. It's too finicky for me.
I find this shit interesting, so...
Yeah, no, it's way too finicky for me. Like, you find it interesting, that's why you enjoy doing it, do you know what I mean? Like,
most people will be like, fuck that shit.
yeah, they are finicky, I just like punch shit.
in a second. Alright, so nearly there. Just a little bit more modification to the side skirt to the key. And she should be right. Should be. She was turning. Huh?
Bit of a pain in the ass. Bit finicky.
Yeah, it's right on the edge. Sometimes they get like that though. Bit finicky. So I don't get a lock, but for some reason.
Alright. Well. How are they?
They're all good, they're in there. I gotta pick up some stuff tomorrow on the way out to the farm.
Such as?
Kitty litter. Transferred money to go some kitty litter. And house and just when we go out, she can't get in. And since we're going out there, she just asked if we could be nice and do it.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer, it's just... It likes to lock, but not unlock. Get out of there.
Still fucking around with it.
Yeah, it's finicky. It locks, but it won't unlock.
Oh. Locking is the easy one though,
Yeah, that's what I mean, like.
because it's not against the chambers or anything, it just locks it.
Lock that way. It's all cut identical, so I don't get why it's not. Bloody absolutely identical. Depth's exactly the same, cuts are exactly the same. It's just got to be this channel, whatever is the bloody channel thing is.
Guide rail or whatever you want to call it.
Could be your slider, could be your plunger. Oh no, I don't really pick for these locks. Could be for sidebars. Bring this one back a little bit. Instead of buying news with all this, I'll close it. Alright. Right, so that was a pain in the ass of a bloody cut and a key, but yeah, I got sunburnt. Now gotta unload all the crap. So
It still doesn't work for it.
but I did manage to snag a photo of my sister's house key, so I'm going to decode it and cut one. They've lost their spare. So I took a photo to decode so I can cut one. I think that's all the tools I need out of there. So, little battery powered Dremel doesn't work too bad. I kept hitting the power button, that's why I kept shutting off. But for what I needed to do out in the field and stuff, it actually works quite well. Battery lasts a little while on it, which is good. Better than the old fashioned ones. But yeah, I'm going to clean up, organise dinner, and yeah, there's a quick little job out in the field with keys from my sister. So anyway, check out the links in the description. Have a bloody good one. See you all soon.